Hey Busy Moms, I'm here with the first installment of your monthly song challenge. The piece we're going to be working on for the monthly song challenge is Fur Elise. I picked this one first because it's sort of a classical standard that a lot of my students aspire to, whether they're 10 years old or 60 years old. And it's by Beethoven, who's kind of the bomb, and it's also just a really fun piece to play. So I thought this would be a good one to start out with. If you compare my arrangement to Beethoven's original score, you'll notice that I've modified it a little bit to help make it more accessible to you. So I've taken a lot of the 16th note rhythms and turned them into 8th note rhythms, and the left hand is a little bit simplified, so it's not doing so many crazy crossovers all over the keyboard. When you're first looking at this piece, I would take a look at the left hand first. The left hand moves between two broken chords on these first 8 measures, and you're going to keep a nice open left hand and make sure that you're confident in moving between those two chords so you know right where you're going. There's no pausing or hesitation. When you get that down, go ahead and add the right hand in. A couple things I'll caution you about with this piece. People have a tendency when they play this piece to play it really mushy, and we want it to sound very clear when we play. So to help with that, the pedaling that I've put in is really light. You'll notice that anytime you have that main theme, there's no pedal underneath there. And then the pedaling for the rest of the piece has a lot of lifting in it. So keep your heel planted on the ground and operate the pedal using the front of the foot. If you use this kind of motion and you don't keep your heel planted on the ground, it's going to sound really jarring. So you want to keep the heel planted so that your pedaling becomes an extension of your playing and sounds really fluid. Also, to help with preventing it from getting mushy, you'll want to make sure that you're lifting at the end of each phrase. Don't just connect the entire piece together. Come off on the notes at the end of each phrase. And then the other thing that can sometimes happen with this piece is because it is a repetitive piece, this theme comes up again and again during the piece, we don't want it to sound jarring or annoying. So to prevent that from happening, make sure that you're not hitting each note, striking it too loud. Make sure you're playing with a really fluid forward motion as you play. And also pay attention to the dynamics. So in that main theme, I've put a crescendo and a diminuendo. It happens really quickly. Make sure that you are conscientious about the dynamics right away the first time you're playing it. We tend to, as performers, when we sit down with a piece for the first time, we're thinking about playing the right notes and playing the correct rhythm. And dynamics tend to be the afterthought that we add last, or sometimes we just forget to add them. But in order to help you play really musically, I would encourage you to think about dynamics right away the first time you're learning a piece. And we're working on the first 8 measures in this installment. Once you have these first 8 measures down, you really have a lot of the piece down because they come up again and again, this main theme of the piece. So once you get this, you're all set. Have fun.